the last time we got back together, Peter, we got to pick apart your rankings. So you're off the hot seat today. And in slide in will be Matthew. You just came out recently with your top 100 rankings, your second rankings. You had your first 64 in February, and now you got your top 100 out here a couple months later. Some things have obviously changed since that first set of rankings. The WHL got back in and playing. The Q was paused for a little bit, but now they've played again since. So there's probably some movement on that rankings, one would imagine, now that we've got more games under our belt. So we're going to just get right to it. Top five. Who are your top five draft prospects heading into this summer's NHL draft?
Well, I mean, like you said, a lot has changed. My top five it did change quite a bit. Have Matt Beniers stayed at number one, even though they were eliminated from the NCAA championship there, weren't able to do that, but still have Matt Beniers at first. Coming in and second is Dylan Genther from the Edmonton Oil Kings, the WHL. Three is William Eklund from Djurgården in the SHL. Number four, Luke Hughes from the USNTTP juniors. And then rounding out top five, Brent Clark is on loan with Nova Zamki in Slovakia.
All righty. Definitely some familiar names there. A lot of guys we've talked a lot about. Peter, what do you think of those top five right there? Pretty solid?
Yeah, very solid. Especially with the Dylan Genther pick. I mean, he's been lights out since the WHL started, just averaging about 2 points per game. I mean, he's just, again, you can't say anything bad about the way that he's playing. He's got the offensive mindset, the shot, the size. He's just an all-around great offensive player. And, you know, given the fact that he's going to be representing Team Canada at the U18s, we're just going to be more, in shock and awe what he's going to be able to accomplish.
And you may not recognize him, but that we assure you that really is Andrew Forbes over there, apparently. Apparently, New York Islanders prospect Andrew Forbes. What do you think of the top five list there?
I love it. I love it because I think, with three of us doing prospect rankings over here at the Hockey Writers, you're going to see different top five from each of us. Not in terms of all around names, but just the order that we have them. And I like that Gunther in the second spot there. As Peter pointed out, I think Eklund's still a possibility to go 1, 2, 3. So I think Matt's got it right on, right on in the top three at least. And it'll be interesting to look back on it and see where they go from there. But yeah, Brent Clark still performing well. And obviously with the OHL season, which I know we'll get into a little bit later, still on hold. It's tough to talk about the NHL draft rather without a little OHL content. So, I guess you'd still consider Clark an OHLer, but top five still has some OHL juice in there, I guess.
Yeah, it will be interesting for sure when it all finally breaks down, because we don't have that consensus number one that we usually have. Bernier is definitely gonna go number one. I hear a lot of people that are high on Eklund. It's I think it'll be a type of the draft where, as opposed to just the obvious choice, whoever gets that number one pick will probably see who fits in best with their current group, as opposed to just the obvious choice in past years. So that will be interesting for sure.